Good afternoon, District 80 Governors, as Division Governor, Pradeep Kumar, as Division Governors Ilya, immediate past as Division Governors Keraj, Area S1 Governor Daratan, Area S3 Governors Rachel Won, Judges, fellow Toastmasters, guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Biwi. I'm from the Thompson Toastmaster Clubs, and I'm your Toastmaster of the day. Indeed, contest is a great way to learn. If you are a contestant, it will push you to put in your best efforts and to perform at your pitch. Nobody want to lose, right? Especially among us true blue kiasu Singaporean. So if you are members of the audience, you stand to gain. Gain what? You will hear well-rehearsed quality speeches which are the cream of the clubs. So today's program is made up of two parts. The first part, you will hear the international speeches, and the second part, the table topics. Now, I would like to highlight some changes. If you can see, after the opening address by myself, you will hear the opening address of our S3 area governors, and then we will move forward the commemoration ceremonies after Rachel's speech. That is the only change. To make today's learning opportunities possible, we have three great pillars for the contest. And who are they? First, our contest chair, Darrell Tan. Organizing chairs, Rachel Won. And of course, the Chief Judge, Jia Chung Kiet. The other equally significantly important appointment holders are the tally counters, Lam Xiaoying, Lee Choi-boy, and timers we have Philip Cha, Lucia Liu, Sergeant at Arms Gao Heng, and Lim Sing Ten, as well as the photographer is none other than our multitasker, Darrell Tan. Okay. Yeah, I've followed the script too faithfully. Okay. Now, I have the pleasure to invite, before that, I do have the pleasure to invite all of you to switch off your handphone so that the contest can run smoothly. Plus, please refrain from going out of the room unnecessarily because you know our neighbors are having their contest too. Without further ado, I would like to invite our organizing chair, Rachel Won, to give us her opening address. Rachel, please.
A very good evening, everyone, district officers, fellow Toastmasters, and friends. Today, I'm representing Area S1 and myself, S3, for this area joint contest. So I hope that you all will enjoy yourself. And today is not only just for the contestant, it's also for us to learn from a better speaker so that we can be better speakers for our near future. So let's put our hands together and start the contest, the ceremony. Thank you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hold some more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I would like to invite Ilya to shake his own hand and give it to himself. Okay, rewind, sorry. Yeah, the next one. Okay. Okay, next we have Cha Chung Kiet from Tampines Changkat Advanced. The members is here. Chen San Toastmaster Club.
Okay, 1, 2, and 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3.
Next, we invite the District 80 Governor to come out and give away awards for personalized pin. Yeah, first one is...
Before I need to let them know what they are getting first.
Okay, sure.
Past Division S Governor, Division S Governor, Area Governor, Sydney. Being a district governor, sometimes you have a lot of drama, and sometimes you have a lot of little excitement and things which makes you extremely contented for doing what you do for being a district. One such to your division governor and also to area S1 and S3 area governors. Can I have them on stage? We have two pins by the district governor. One is the Harmony Pin of Distinction, and one is called the Outstanding Member Pin, where I recognize members for their outstanding contribution to the district. Now, many of you may not know that these pins, there's a story behind it. To get this pin designed and to get it approved, you got to get the Singapore government to approve it. You may not believe this. For the use of the Malayan, I had to get the Singapore Tourist Promotion Board, Singapore Tourist Promotion Board Legal Council to approve it. Then they saw the two flags of Singapore and Thailand. Then we had to go to the Heritage Board to approve it. So these pins are unique and they are one of a kind, and Thailand will not be part of us. So if you hold on to it, you may actually sell it off on eBay maybe 20 years from now. It may worth something. I would like to give this outstanding member's pin to Cha Chung Kiet. Chung Kiet.
Now, I would like to invite S1 Area Governor Darrell Tan to kickstart the contest proper.
District Governor Pradeep Kumar, Distinguished Toastmaster. Division S Governor Ilya, Distinguished Toastmaster. Area S3 Governor, and others. Just joking, ladies and gentlemen. before I start, I just have to ask this one question. A show of hands. How many of you did not know what was going on since the beginning till now? Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I actually start on the contest, let me just talk about the awards presentation just now. All those names, all those awards may not mean anything to you. How many of you can still remember the awards names that was handed out or was recited out by Padik Kumar? None of you, thank you. But let me quote something from, let me quote a Chinese proverb that to go up on stage for 10 seconds is actually worth 10 years of hard work. To go up on stage 10 seconds is actually worth 10 years of hard effort down the stage. Many of you do not realize why we call people up on stage to recognize them, but do note that each of them actually put in a lot of hard work into it. The clubs that I've been with actually have put in a lot of work in order to achieve that award that you only see on stage for about 5 seconds only. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to discredit the award ceremony. I'd like to ask all of you to join me in giving them another round of applause, please. Now, today is a very good day. Well, I'll take that back. Today is a very hazy day for us to actually have a joint area contest. More specifically, a joint international speech and table topics contest by S1 and S3. As you can see, S2 and S5 are over there. And as many of you have realized, a lot of them were looking at us because they're wondering how come when we start the contest there were so many clappings of hands. You mean the contest is over already so fast? But ladies and gentlemen, a joint area contest is something unusual in Singapore. To be precise, it's something only unique in Division S, because only us are daring enough to actually hold 2 area contests in one venue at the same time. And it's only because it's very good. Oh, I heard someone say not true. Well, to that, I apologize, because to take my 90 into account. Ladies and gentlemen, a joint area contest is a formidable formation, because to have 2 area contests together is not only take up a lot of manpower, a lot of effort, but also for the audience benefits. For the contestants to actually know one another much more better rather than just through an area contest. There's an awkward silence. I was expecting a round of applause, but apparently there isn't. So can I have a round of applause, please? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a contest. Be warmed up, be hyped up for your contestants so that when they present later, and I dare tell you, they are more nervous than I am. When they present in front of you, please show them your sincere support. Can I have a rehearsal now? A round of applause, please. Very good. Keep up the spirit. And now for more formal stuff, and I'll talk about the international speech contest rules. So now, as you all know, all these are contestants for area S1 and S3. S1 will go first, after that immediately followed by S3. You can see that the order has already been selected because the contestants have already been briefed about the rules, the platform, and even the timing device. Any of you have any objections to this order? Sorry, you do not have any say, because all objections and all protests will only be among the contestants, chief judge, and myself. Is that clear? Now, contestants will always remain at this spot here where I'm standing. You are free to move around. You may not touch the division governor. You may not touch the district governor. You may touch me, but it comes with a price. But it also means, in a more general sense, you may use props, but you must remember to only limit to the platform's area. The timing is from 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5th minute, the green card will be flashed up. At the 6th minute, the yellow card will be flashed up. And the 7th minute, the red card will be flashed up. There will be no audible device to signal your disqualification. Contestant will speak less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. Now, contestants, at this time, I'd like to ask all of you, is the timing device location and his recitation appropriate? Can you flash the green card again? For contestant, is it visible for all of you? The lovely lady, Miss Lucia Liu, will actually hold the card for 1 minute. So please acknowledge her efforts at the end of your contest. So So while they're making adjustments, I'll just carry on. In the event of technical failure of the timing device, which is the stopwatch, then there will be additional 30 seconds to the disqualification. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Very good. If not, then I'll just cut short to, is the telecounter ready? Is the judges ready? Because I think they're all ready. If not, then I shall start off with Area S1 International Speech. The first contestant, Albert Chan. You may have forgotten Albert Chan.
Contest chair, district officers, judges, ladies and gentlemen. A poor widow in a Chinese village had a very difficult life. And this life was made even much harder by her only son, who didn't work, and yet he was a reckless gambler. Now, his turning point came one day when he stole her mother's family heirloom, which was a golden hairpin, pawned it, and lost it in a tragic mad gamble. You can imagine the blind rage the old lady felt. She took a spade and thrashed the son till he crumbled to the ground, begging for mercy. And yet, she wanted to throw him out of the house and disown him. And that was the ultimate disgrace a man could face those days. The son begged her, "Please, Ma, just give me one more chance. I promise if I ever gamble again, you can chop off my right hand." "All right, say that again." The mother said, "I want to hear it clearly." So he did. But the mother was not to let him off so easily. She packed him off to a remote village to the uncle and said, "You help your uncle, learn a trade, and don't come back until you are prepared."
Contestant, Cecilia Francis. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Cecilia Francis.
Excuse me, boy. Can you let Auntie sit? My back very pain. No way. First come, first serve. What? Good afternoon, contest chair, distinguished judges, fellow Toastmasters. Have you ever encountered such a scenario before? Yes? Show of hands? Yes, I'm sure you have. And where, may I ask? On the MRT trains. And what about the young boy? What can we learn about him? Perhaps he's selfish and not too much empathy for others? Yes, it is only on the MRT train that you can read people's faces and know their story. It is only on the MRT trains that you can watch the plot, the intrigue, and the suspense all flowing out like an afternoon soap opera. I invite you to come on this trip with me through my MRT diary for 1 week and get a taste of these good, the bad, and the ugly encounters each day we face on the MRT. I saw you on Monday. You were immaculately dressed with a white linen blouse tucked into black pencil slip skirt with matching stiletto. Your perfume was intoxicating. The train arrived, moved into the station, and unloaded a bunch of people, all pushing to get themselves out. I saw you on Saturday. My gosh, I can't believe my eyes were eating a full set of Mr. Bean meal right in front of everyone. What's more, you look very healthy, perfectly able-bodied, but yet you're sitting on the seat marked reserved seating. Totally disregarding old man who's trying to balance right in front of you. I turn to you and ask you to offer a seat to the old man. Is there a need? And then the old man, for a full 10 seconds, and continue.
The simple act of giving placebos, these are fake pills, just to get a psychological boost, is an accepted clinical practice. So you see various instances where the truth can actually take a backseat overall. Now let's move on to something where people willingly go into a situation where they know they're going to deceive each other. Take the instance of a price negotiation. We speak about and talk about every sort of negotiation where we distort facts about the price of the product, the utility of the product.
Very enthusiastic. Is everyone ready?
Yes!
Very good. Let's go on to our first contestant, Tiu Nadu. Becoming number one. Becoming number one, Tiu Nadu.
When I was a young boy in primary school, a long time ago, I was very enthusiastic and very excited to go out there and impress the world. But I had no clue how to do it. And my parents, with the very best of intentions and the dreamiest of hopes in their small little son, was telling me, why don't you go and learn from the smart kids, the strong kids, learn from the kids in your class, and you can be number one too. You mean I have to just mimic the smart kids and become number one? No problemo. And I did that. I went around and I followed the smart kids. And I did pretty well in life. In primary school, I was one of the top 5. But I was not number one. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and especially anyone over here who has gone through the trouble, the fight, clawing your way through, pushing your way through, fighting your way through to become number one and not get there, I absolutely sympathize with you. I was there too, and I understand how it feels. Singapore is a country where we are always about becoming number one, whether it's in sports, whether it's in studies, even right here in Toastmasters. Becoming number one is a national obsession. We all try to be there. But why not? The joy of being number one, the euphoria as you crush your competition, that feels good. But for every number one, there are so many of us who suffer, who get jealous, who get frustrated, and we just end up feeling defeat. End of today, whether I win a prize is no matter to me, because by coming out here, by speaking to all of you, I've already been the number one me I could become. The question is, are you ready to be a number one you? Contest chair.
Please observe 1 minute. Benjamin Cheng.
Is the journey or the destination more important? Good afternoon, contest chair, judges, district officers, and fellow Toastmasters. I've just chartered a luxurious cruise ship, and all of you are invited to come along this journey with me. So pack your bags and let's hop on board. So where shall we go? After a short meeting, someone said, let's go Phuket. All right, let's set sail. And so we're just having a party, having a great time drinking as we set sail to Phuket. As we're about to arrive in Phuket, someone suggested, let's go a bit further, let's go Hong Kong. I said, okay, let's set course for Hong Kong. And so we're just enjoying ourselves, having a good time, wonderful time. And as we're about to reach Hong Kong, someone said, there's bird flu in Hong Kong. Let's turn around and go to the Bali Islands of Indonesia. I said, all right, Captain, change course as we set forth to the Bali Islands. After a couple of days of traveling, someone said, since we have come so far, why not let's go to Australia? I said, sure, why not? It's my cruise ship. Let's go. Tell me, what will happen to this fun voyage? Yes, we'll run out of food and fuel. We'll be drifting in the open sea, waiting to be rescued. And that's exactly what happened to many people's lives. They have no idea where they want to go and they keep changing the destinations. I met many people and friends who went for some motivational program, beat their chests, walk on fire, run on glass, and totally motivated and told me, well, Ben, in 2 years' time, I'm going to be a gazillionaire. And I said, how are you going to achieve that? Oh, I'm going to start a business. 6 months later when I met them, so how's your journey?
Well,
Well,
the contestant, David Cobb. When love is to let go. When love is to let go. David Cobb.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. I love, you love, we love. Love's the sweetest thing in the world. Be it a stalk of rose on Valentine's Day, or your mom cooking you your favorite dish, or perhaps just messaging each other, I love you, love you, I love you, love me, all the mushy things. These are all love. Love's the sweetest, greatest, dearest. I don't want to let go, and mom never let go. In my mom's eyes, I'm always a little kid, never grew up. I go there a few months ago, she said, I'm too fat. I lost some weight, I visit her again, she said, I'm too thin. That's mom. One Sunday morning, when I woke up in the morning, I saw my dearest lovely daughter, Grumpy. And in front of her is the family tree poster that she prepared during the Chinese New Year holiday, taking photographs of relatives one after another. What's happening, dear? Why are you so grumpy? Oh, the family names are swapped. Just switch them back will do, right? Daddy, no. But mom asked me to redo the whole thing. She wants a love heart shape between each couples. She wants to reposition the things. She wants me to recut the trees again. I don't have to do anything now because if I do it wrong again, she'll ask me to redo. I better wait for her to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth and final contestant, Vincent Lim. My first time.
Wow.
My first time, Vincent Lim.
Fellow Toastmasters, how many of you remember your very first time? When I was turning 18, there she was stood below the pale red light in a white dress, not able to conceive her voluptuous figure. Wow. My friends challenged me, go ahead. I inched forward as I am afraid, and that was my very first time. I looked at my friends and they were telling me, just go for it, and I moved forward further. As I approached the cabinet, she showed me the way in, guided me to a bed. There she told me to lie down. I did. She stretched her hand under the table and pulled out a foil packing. There she rubbed me with it. I was tense. I was so tense that I'm stiff all the way. She just told me, relax. After a couple of moments, my fluid entered and was contained into a bag. I was happy. I was excited. And when I leave the cabinet, I look out. It reads, thank you for giving blood. Fellow Toastmasters, that is the first time I donated blood, and I am satisfied. Have you ever donated blood in your life? Do you feel satisfied after giving blood that you can save the life of others out there? But do you know, in your life, there are disappointments as well. For me, 6 months ago when I took part in the humorous speech contest in my club, the timer sitting around this position, being a first-timer, rang the bell when I reached 7 minutes 30 seconds. I wasn't even given the opportunity to protest because that was a technical failure. Because
Any representative come up? The two advanced manners are interpretative reading and communicating on video. The two advanced manuals are interpretative reading and persuasive speaking. The two advanced matters are entertaining speaker and specialty speeches. All the members from Tampines West The first club to get it is in area S2, Tampines West TMC, Division 6 DCP. Tampines West. Everyone. Communicator pin is awarded to him because he completed all 10 speeches within the span of one term. Audience, are you ready? Okay, now let the contest begin. Our first contestant, Kelvin Tiang. The title of his speech, A Jar of Colorful Cranes. A Jar of Colorful Cranes, Kelvin Tiang.
I'm 40 this year, even though I look as young as Fernando Young's grandson. We all laugh, but there are a lot of benefits that come with it, alright? In my 40 years, I was single for a long time. My mom got worried. I got even more worried. So I decided to join an organization which my friends promised I would meet many different girls. So I joined Toastermasters. After joining Toastermasters, I discovered I did meet many different girls. Only thing was, all of them belong to someone else. It really doesn't help when you're dating killers every day, just to read someone. So when I joined Toastermasters, I fell in love not with a girl, but with public speaking and speech content. Some of you may wonder, dude, it's just a bottle of cologne. What's the big deal? The deal is this. Less than 2 months before that, my mom was lying helpless in a hospital bed. Tubes running off her head, draining blood and fluid after a major brain operation. It was a frightening scene. It was a heart-wrenching scene, seeing an active loved one being so helpless and hopeless lying in bed. This is a frightening scene that which no one will have to witness. Life-changing moments that we don't ever have to witness. My mom left the hospital, but she was a pale shadow of her own self. Frail, fragile, nauseous most of the time. She couldn't even open one of her eyelids, which meant she couldn't sleep in. Yet, that hot, sunny afternoon, with a small, frail, flimsy umbrella, she went out. Waited for a cab for close to an hour, which took her to a shopping center in JB to buy a small bottle of Italian cognac. How does one deal with such a present? How does one deal with such an act of love? It was a simple act of love, an act that made a positive difference in my life. It taught me the still life strength of a mother's love, regardless of condition.
Our second contestant, Kumaran Rajangam. Interconnected Kumaran Rajangam.
I'm sure everyone here would know about the missing Malaysian airline MH370. Anyone still don't know what I'm talking about? They say that the plane flew for 4 hours after it lost contact with the air traffic control. Let us pray and hope that they'll find the plane soon. And I think this place will add more power to our prayers and will help them to find the plane. Judges, fellow contestants, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, my speech is not about that, but how I felt about it. When I heard the news, a sudden sense of remorsefulness filled my heart. Curious to know what happened. When I wake up in the morning, I used to check my mobile website and see what happened. And when I go back to bed, before that I used to check that. So some kind of a compassionate for the passengers.
The letter L. The letter L, Nataraj Swaminathan. Courage is what it makes you stand up and talk. Courage is also what it takes you to sit down and listen. That's what Winston Churchill has told. Today I'm going to talk about a subject, and it's a peculiar word which is related to the courage, but it's not courage. But you should be able to think about that subject, because people have been talking about the subject for a long time. How many from the audience could be able to illustrate the meaning of letter L? That's my topic. That's a 3-letter word which adds to that, it gives you a word called L-O-V-E, love. Love is a peculiar word which everybody should have. It's about compassion, and all the noble scholars, whether it's Buddha or Jesus, everybody talks about that. That's called love. Today why I picked this subject is because of the Women's Day, and this subject just entangles with that. Now why? The love is the best subject because it inspires, ignites and influences it. Here we are going to see what exactly is meaning about in depth into this meaning. Love is a word which you go into the dictionary and look into it has a separate meaning. But love is a universal word with a divided meaning.
Karen Fu. You are kidding, right? You are kidding, right? Karen Fu.
Bill Gates once said, leaders are those who empower you and make you stretch. Contest chair judges, ladies and gentlemen, I was 15 years old, excited to go for my first swimming lessons. I got there real early and find myself standing in the middle of all the other kids. Coach was standing just right in front, arms folded. Can't really recall his name at that point of time, but he was wearing a blue color pants. So me and my friends called him Coach Blue Trousers. Alright kids, let's put our hands on the wall and we will start kicking. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for a beginner to learn how to swim, you want to start with holding your hands onto the wall, and then you do your kicking, and then you use your kickboard so that you can get a feel of how it's like to move through the water. And then you go through the deep end so that you can learn how to float. And then you can start swimming. I was holding on to the wall, doing my kicking, and coach stood beside me. Kick harder, kick faster, kick faster. Okay, stop. I let go of the wall. Karen, you are ready to swim. Okay, coach, where's my kickboard? No, you swim without the kickboard. So you'll be holding on to my hands? No, you swim alone from here.
Audience, are you ready? Yeah! Wait, now let the contest begin. Our first table topic contestant, Tan Kwan Hong. The table topic title is, imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Tan Kwan Hong.
Contest chair judges, ladies and gentlemen, it is the dream of every CEO to become the #1 company in the world. All CEOs are driven by profits, they are driven by fame and driven by fortune. So for example, in USA, the paychecks of the CEO is dependable on how much the CEO can bring the stock price up. So of course, if you are a CEO, the more you can bring the stock price of your company upwards, and skyrocket the stock price, the more your paycheck will be. And that is what the common practice is here today. So currently, CEOs only focus on their shareholders' wants and needs. It is always about profits, share price, and share price. But don't you think that?
The table topic title is, imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Na Wen Bin.
Good evening, district officers, contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine if one day you become a CEO of a large multinational corporation, what would you do? I suppose being the CEO of a large organization is the dream of many of us sitting here in this room. This dream is, not many people can achieve it. Being a CEO is, by definition, a symbol of somebody who is successful, reached the pinnacle of his career. However, is success defined merely by this career advancement? Success means different things to different people. For instance, for some people, true, it might mean monetary wealth or achievement. But for others, success could also mean helping others. Or for others, even other people, success might mean spending time with their loved ones. So, if I would become the CEO of what?
The table topic title is imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Ta Susiwati.
I will not hesitate to hide from you. I want to be a CEO of a large multinational corporation. Wow, to be at the top of power, isn't that anyone's dream? But if one day I have become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, I wish to fulfill two things. One is to remove glass ceilings for people of minority races, of maybe the female sex, of people of less formally accepted education. Currently, we try to say that we have equality in terms of race, gender, and education, but I do not think so. Looking at the board of large multinational corporations, how many of them are female? How many of them are not?
Okay, our final contestant, Kader Ting. The table topic title is imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Imagine if one day you become the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what will you do? Kader Ting.
Imagine if one day I am the CEO of a large multinational corporation, what would I do? Well, the fact is, in my dream, I have already been dreaming about what if I am the CEO of an MNC company. Good afternoon, district officers, fellow judges and fellow Toastmasters. What if I become the CEO of an MNC company? Now, first of all, in Africa, we all know that a lot of people in Africa, up to 85% of people in Africa do not have clean water to drink. And that is why the Gates Foundation went over there to help them build pipes so that they have access to clean potable water. Apparently it's not very successful because there's still about 65% of the people there do not have clean water every day to drink. So if I'm the CEO of an MNC, I will pump money into the Gates Foundation to help them speed up, expedite building of the pipe so that more people will have access to clean water. Every day we drink clean water without even thinking, okay, that we are actually very privileged. But people in South Africa, people in Ghana, West Africa, they do not have clean water to drink. So we should help them. If there's a Gates Foundation in Singapore, if there's a branch here, I think we should donate to this Gates Foundation.
If not all will disappear later. Can I have the IPP Division S Governor and the current Division S Governor take photo? Take photo first. No, this is never true.
Before this, Richardson is a friend of Division S.
Oh, friend, okay.
So I hope that both Richardson and Kira will give this golden gavel to the venue sponsor, Vice President for SCCA.
Thank you. Okay, Division S slide. Bring it up. Oh yeah.
Organizing chair.
Just
Sumita. Okay, come over. She go to washroom. Next one, washroom. Next one. Maybe that's the one of the division. That's the one that this is Frankie. Myself, contest chair.
is a small token to him. We give him a big one during the Division S. Right, senior and junior man. Now let's see here. Cerita apa ayo? Cerita. Okay, dapat. Thank you very much. Thank you. In Western country, this is a love to a good friend. He made me feel like fatherly love.
I'm sorry I have to make Now the time has come for the results for the international speech and table topic contest. It was very, very high standard. Give the contestants a bit of applause. My judges had a very hard time selecting the winners. Believe me, they were very, very close. So, if you're not happy with the result, see Prime Kumar as a lawyer. He is the division governor for electing. Alright?
So, let's do the international speech.
Okay. The second runner is
Double Eddie, you must run all the way down there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our first runner-up is Jungle.
Okay, next move on to the area S2 table topics. Again, no time disqualification. The first runner, because there are only 4 contestants, there are only 2 prizes. The first runner goes to Bravo!
same timing, same location, but the venue will be on the second floor, multi-purpose hall. The contest will start at 1 to 6. And we need a lot of appointment holder to come forward to support the whole event itself.
Yeah.
Thank you, contestant. Thank you. Thanks, Rita.
Thank you very much, our area governors, Sunita and Frankie. Can we just give a big round of applause again?
Area S5. And we've come a long way this term, and now we are coming to the end of the term. So far, in Division S, 14 of our clubs have achieved 5 DCPs and above. We need one more club to achieve 5 DCP, and Division S will become President's Distinguished Division.
Wow.
So we are waiting. The 7 Golden Gavels are waiting for this one club that achieves this for themselves and for the division. Now, on a more important note, we have come for the contest today. There were a lot of things that went very well, and there were things that maybe we could improve. Now, Area S2 and S3 governors are the governors who are going to organize the division contest. So your feedback is very important. So anything that you have that you feel can improve from today's contest, please let them know so that they can organize the Division S contest in a better way for all of y'all to enjoy. Moving forward on the succession planning, I would like to invite Raja Lakshmi up on stage. So Raja Lakshmi, please come up. So she has submitted her nomination to be the area S5 governor. So let us give her. Dr. Lakshmi can follow Frankie and learn a thing or two on his journey and how she can make and define her journey. Thank you very much.
First thing, Master Lu.
Thank you. So now, area S2. Raja Lakshmi is from Misun East Toastmasters Club, which is a club within Area S5. For Area S2, we still haven't found someone to be the area governor. Now in the past, when we don't find someone, we usually parachute someone from another area, or in the worst case, from another division. This is not ideal, because when you get someone from outside, it will take them 6 months to learn what the clubs in the area are. And it will take them another 6 months to try and do something for the club. In the end of the day, the clubs will not feel any effect of them being the area governor. So I encourage all Area S2 clubs to really think deeply, to think about who are the potential people who can become the next Area S2 governor. And please submit your nominations to myself or to Sunita, and we will locate it for you. We need a strong team to bring this division to the next level next term. So I wish you guys all the best, and it was very fun working with you all. My term is coming to an end. I hope that we will still carry on the friendships that we have forged much more longer than this term itself. So back to you, Frankie. Frankie? Okay, so I'll allow Frankie to say the last 2 minutes before we end today.
Okay. First thing, Sunita, I apologize to you first, and I say thank you to you. Why? I used to think of my own self, do my own way. So a lot of things I complain. Especially sometimes when I connect with Sunita, you don't call me this and that. Few weeks back, Ilya told me, our Indian S newsletter, when all the age you write how you feel and what have you learned. So I was saying, what should I write? And I sit back and think. I realized something. without Sunita, Aaron S2, S5, joint human speech contest, Aaron S2, S5, Indian speech contest, and the future coming Division S contest will not be success. The reason is that I only think of myself, complain, this and that. But she's doing a lot of things behind the back for me. Arrange the appointment holders, the program sheet, which I'm lazy on all this. I just come down, oh, do it! Wow, frankly fantastic. But who is a true hero? Get all of them behind the back. Heroine. Oh, heroine. Behind the back of all these events that make it success. Which I didn't realize, which I only complained about her. And it made me realize something. Before it ends, or it turns, during the whole process of this AG, I thank the whole council. Ilya been patient with me, Sunita been patient with me, Rachel, Darren, and 2 more AGs, not here, Wee Yong and Susan, all these fellow colleagues, they have been helping and tolerance with each other, temper, whatever. And a lot of things within their busy schedule, they try to help. And learn a lot of things from the fellow Toastmaster. During the last speech contest, I thanks, the name is Kim Ho, Ta, Sriwati, who was there? There's a lot of fellow Toastmasters were there during the speech contest. During that time, I got speakers, I got no evaluators. But all these fellow Toastmasters, they help. I got no talent, they help. That's why the last event on Division S speech marathon was very successful. And I realized one thing. This is a big family. The dream I want is not you Division S, I Division U, you S2, I S5. I want is the word Toastmasters. And it did happen during the speech marathon contest. It did happen during the Aaron speech contest, and especially one of my favorite mentor, Fernando Yang. I thank every fellow Toastmaster in the family for giving me the opportunity to serve you and learn from you. Thank you very much.